AITA for saying no when my niece wanted a sip of my smoothie? Today, I went to my 6-year-old niece's soccer game. After the match, our whole family decided to stop by a local smoothie shop. It was a fun little outing with me, my husband, his brother, his 2 sisters, and the kids, 2 nieces, ages 6 and 8, and a couple of little nephews who are 2 and 3 years old. We all stood in line and placed our orders. I got a smoothie, and so did my niece. We actually picked the exact same flavor. Same cup, same color, same everything. When my husband got his drink, he took a sip and then offered it around. He let the kids try it. His brother did the same, passed his smoothie to everyone for a small taste. One of my sisters-in-law also let the kids try hers. The other sister had a pressed juice, something green and strong, and the kids did not want to try it, so no one shared from her cup. When they offered me their drinks, I politely said no thank you. Not because I am unfriendly, but because I really don't like sharing sips with young kids. They often leave their saliva in the cup, and I have gotten sick before from doing this. I don't want to risk catching anything, especially after being unwell from shared drinks in the past. Then my 6-year-old niece came up to me and asked, "Auntie, can I please try your smoothie?" I smiled and said, "No, sweetie, I'd rather not share my drink. But guess what? We have the exact same flavor. So yours tastes just like mine." She did not like that answer. She got upset, stomped her foot, and said, "But Uncle let me try his. Why won't you let me try yours?" I stayed calm and said, "I am sorry, but I don't want to share my cup. You already have the same smoothie, so you are basically drinking the same thing." That's when she started crying and ran to her mom, telling her I would not share and that I was being mean. I understand, she's young. At school, they teach kids to share everything. But this was not a toy or a snack. It was the same drink we both had. And honestly, it was not about being selfish. It was about protecting my health and setting a small personal boundary. Her mom gave me a look and said, "Seriously? Can't you just give her one little sip?" I was surprised by how she reacted. I said, "We have the same smoothie. And I really don't want anyone spit in my drink. I have gotten sick from this before, and I don't want to go through that again." My husband tried to help by making silly faces and distracting her. It worked, and she calmed down. But after that, the whole group kind of ignored me. No one talked to me for the rest of the evening. On the way home, I asked my husband if I was wrong to say no. He laughed a little and said, "Well, sharing is caring. You could have just given her a sip." I told him it's not that simple. I said, "We had the same drink. And kids need to learn that not everyone will say yes. Sometimes people say no, and that's okay." I was not rude. I just said no to sharing my cup. He agreed with me, but then added, "Still, we are not the parents. We should follow how his sisters raise their kids." When we got home, I got a text from the brother-in-law who wasn't even there today. He said it was rude of me not to share with his daughter and that I have no manners. I showed the message to my husband, and he said he would talk to his sister. But now I am feeling a little guilty. Did I really do something wrong? Let me sum it up clearly. I said no when my niece asked for a sip of my smoothie. We had the exact same flavor. Now her parents think I was being selfish or unkind. Here's what happened after. My husband sent a message to his sister this morning. He explained that I was not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I just wanted to protect my health and set a small boundary. She saw the message but did not reply. It felt kind of passive, but I don't want to turn this into a big fight. I'd rather keep the peace. After reading what people online said, I realized I can handle things better next time. Maybe I will bring a spoon or a fresh straw when we're out together, so the kids can taste the drink without me sharing my cup directly. I also never thought about how easily sickness can spread through shared drinks, like mono, for example. One small sip could pass it on. If I ever made one of the kids seriously sick, I'd feel absolutely terrible. So this Friday, when we see the family again, I might bring it up gently, not to argue, but to explain why I am careful about this. Anyway, that's my story. What do you think? Am I the one who's wrong here?